Let the bodies hit the floor. Estrada's body hit the floor before we even got underway tonight in the ECW show. So Bobby Lashley arrives. He's in the parking lot. Strange looking parking lot. Big fucking slope. Massive hill. This must be the mountain that you need to climb to get Vince McMahon's approval or whatever. But I don't know. There's a bunch of fake cops there. Maybe they're from FCW or something.
It just sums up ECW though when there's just a big pile of garbage outside the arena. Like, it really does.
I mean, I was looking at these cops and see if I can know. I mean, see these police guys. You could very well see them compete in an ECW match in the next year. It could happen.
Yep. But
I didn't notice any of them. I didn't recognise any of them. So who knows? Lashley turns up. Estrada's there. Estrada says that he's been banned for the building tonight, and if he lays hands on anyone, that he will be arrested. And Lashley says he wants to apologise to Estrada, and he grabs him from behind on the wheelchair and then just lets him go, and Estrada fucking falls way down the hill.
And then a police officer starts screaming, "Ah, Estrada!
Mr. Estrada!" And he chases him down. Estrada smashes into the trash can. It was like Lashley was playing bowling with Armando Estrada, and the trash can was the pins. And I think I'd give him a strike. Pretty good opening to ECW, and he turns into the cops and he goes, "Well, looks like you better arrest me then." His shirt wasn't ironed either. I mean, it looked very crinkly and creased. But hey,
summing up ECW even more.
That's not really what we're here for. And that is how we kick off ECW then.
Yes, we did kick off ECW then, and then we got a wee bit of a package hyping up tonight's main event, 3-on-1. We were promised it would be a 1-on-1, but no, it's not a 1-on-1, you big man. It's a 3-on-1. It's just a rinse and repeat of the match that took place at Backlash, and then it's announced also at Judgment Day it's going to be the same exact 3-on-1 match minus RVD and Bobby Lashley,
which kind of lets you know that RVD's no winning tonight. I would have rather seen RVD versus McMahon on his own, to be fair, but that's not. I guess that's not what McMahon wanted.
Yeah, I mean, it was false advertising from McMahon.
Yeah, I thought we were getting McMahon versus RVD, maybe Extreme Rules or something, but no, we didn't get that.
Is there a reason why it couldn't have been that, and then those two just got involved because of Extreme Rules?
The 3-on-1 gimmick's a bit. I don't know. It's like, no, I don't mind it, but at the same time, it's. I think I would have rather just seen. McMahon versus RVD.
Yep, but anyway though, first match, CM Punk, Marcus Corvon, Elijah Burke at ringside. 2-on-1 is too much for
CM Punk. Free. I mean, he may be drug free, but he's not loss free because tonight he takes the big L. Punk hadn't really taken many L's until tonight. Well, he did take a massive one to Hardcore Holly.
And where's Hardcore Holly?
Did. Broken arm. Sold, sent out ECW by Snitsky.
You tell the bingo halls the big shot's looking.
Well, his number must have come out because the bingo hall was called on their spark plug back, and he's left. He's left at Extreme Land. I don't think he'll ever be back. That's a trivia question. Will Hardcore Holly ever have another match on ECW?
No.
Not even during the draft week or something. They'd be like, "Oh, here's Hardcore."
No. I think by the next draft, ECW is that irrelevant.
What about Hardcore Holly and Cody Rhodes on ECW defending their titles against maybe the New Breed?
The New Breed will be dead by then.
Alright, Miz and Morrison. The Major Brothers. Fuck.
Maybe.
I don't know, somebody, anybody. But yeah, anyway, CM Punk loses Marcus Corvon.
Wait, did Hardcore Holly ever go to TNA? It seems like such a thing for TNA to do, but I don't know.
I don't recall it. But yeah, anyway, CM Punk loses Marcus Corvon. Decent match, lasted about 10 minutes, and Elijah Burke getting a wee bit of outside interference in, and the pounce. And the pounce puts most people away, and CM Punk loses. So we also get announced that CM Punk will face Elijah Burke at Judgment Day. So ECW have got 2 matches at Judgment Day.
Weird. There's no Michaels on the card, there's no Orton. Likes of the Emmons.
RVD is probably not going to be there.
Is Undertaker injured at this point? He must be.
Yeah, that's why he dropped the belt. The Edge.
There we go. Which also got announced during this show, the Edge.
Yeah, this was weird. So, I mean, Joey Styles and Taz just gave us breaking news during this show. The Edge had just won the belt.
Cashed in. And
then they showed you highlights for Edge winning the briefcase off a Anderson, or Kennedy even. Mr. Anderson Kennedy on Raw. So I don't know how it went. They didn't really explain it though.
And then the next week they're at the actual SmackDown arena with the fist.
It was as if SmackDown was happening simultaneously.
It was like a
they were doing like a live show or something. Yeah, or I don't know. And then they wanted you to go on WWE.com, so I get maybe they're trying to drive traffic. You know what it could be? I mean, it could just be legit that back then SmackDown was taped, and they sort of knew that people
would check the results. So here you go.
Yeah, they kind of know that people's probably, most wrestling fans are probably going to already know, because unfortunately that's kind of what happened on SmackDown. You already knew what happened, so they're thinking we may as well try and get people to go on the website by announcing it on ECW.
And that's exactly what
rather than people going on No DQ.
Aye.
Or Dave Meltzer's pish. Maybe WWE's thinking, well, here, we'd rather people go on our pish.
Who'd waste your arse going on Dave Meltzer's pish? Like?
I mean, like, see, who you go? You got to log on to Dave Meltzer's ProWrestling.com or listen to Joey Styles and Taz when they tell you to hop on over to WWE.com.
Exactly.
And that's the SmackDown section, not the ECW section.
And next up, we have Sam Man hopping over the barricade with a black guy chasing.
Some big black security dude chasing him down with his cane.
Looks so awkward.
Then the guy poised down while Sandman was drinking his beer. I thought he was going to jump up and fucking smack the Sandman with his cane.
I know.
But he didn't, and then Sandman jumped into the ringside area, then realised he forgot his cane and had to go back, and the big guy gave him his cane, got in the ring, wasn't allowed to use his cane. His opponent was Snitsky.
And he lost in about 10 seconds.
Yeah, it was a big massive beat down here. I mean, fuck me, Sandman hasn't been booked. I remember this is the guy that fought the Big Show and was having matches with Test and stuff and beat the Zombie, and I mean it's...
Oh, he beat the Zombie.
He came out and he was attacking people and saved the day. I mean, beat up Kevin Form with a stick. He's had a feud with Strikers.
Get Snitsky in the bin.
I don't mind Snitsky. He's a big guy, but I mean, he just doesn't belong in ECW, does he? I mean,
nope.
Doesn't really belong on Raw, but doesn't really belong anywhere. I don't know. I'm just not really digging this Snitsky in ECW, and I mean, I don't really see the point. They're trying to. We see it every video. He came in attacking Lashley, so I'm not going to go over all that shit again. But to me, it's hard to have momentum when you come in and attack the biggest guy. It's hard to have momentum when you come in first week, attack the champion. Then you come in the second week and you attack the hot prospect. And then
after that, it's just the bottom.
Nude and fucking...
Sandman drugged out his dome.
I'm surprised there wasn't a win over Shannon Moore as well. Or has he been... When was the last time you seen Shannon Moore?
I don't we'll see him again.
Backstage with McMahon wanting to crush ECW spirit, and then Umaga fucking starts ranting in Samoan, and I think Umaga's one of the best Samoans to come out of.
Nah, you never spoke a word of English.
I'm going to say, yeah, I know, but I think you can get away with not speaking if you look like Umaga, and you've got the size of Umaga.
And you've got the facial tattoos.
See, when you're Ricochet and you can't speak, I mean, it's kind of...
Yep.
You know, I think Umaga cutting a promo in Samoan's better than anything Ricochet's ever cut in English.
Watch out! Wah!
But I mean, give me Umaga over. I think Umaga's better than
Roman Reigns.
It's better. I'd say as a wrestler. I'd say as a wrestler, he's the best one out of the lot. Like.
Yep.
I mean, Rikishi had the whole. I guess Rikishi had.
The Rock's better than Umaga.
Ah well. I don't think Rikishi was that good in the ring though. That's the thing.
No, he could sell a clothesline.
He could sell a good clothesline, but.
You look flat.
And I think his matches with Austin were alright, but I mean, I just think Umaga was...
He can drive a car.
Yeah, I would never steer you wrong. I just think Umaga's agility and speed and power. Like, the guy had it all, and should have been a bigger star, but, once you lose to Cena back-to-back, then you job it to Bobby Lashley. It's kind of...
It's written in the stars.
Well, Extreme Expose and...
shit differently.
Normally you're kind of hoping for a run-in, but I think we knew it was just... See, I think that's why the whole Kelly thing worked at the start, because the fucking Mike Knox was coming out and...
Got heat on him.
Yeah.
Here, no one's getting hee-haw.
At least that time Snitsky came out and chased him away, but... What's the point of... It's just pointless, I think, having this segment. I mean, they're dancing around to a song, and we have this gimmick where we have to guess whether it's dubbed in or not, but at the end of the day, it's getting quite boring. Yeah, I remember at the start, we were actually intrigued. Is this dubbed in or not? And we're actually trying to pay attention. But see now, it's like, alright, let's just go on my laptop for a couple of minutes. So this shite's over, I just don't really see the point in it. They don't speak or nothing. I don't see how you can get purely over for just
exactly.
dancing.
There's no promo or nothing before or afterhand.
It's like...
It's just pish.
There's no, fraction in the group or anything like that.
Yeah, it's not like one person's off or something.
It's like, I don't know. I mean, fuck.
It doesn't focus on one person, it's just pish. So we got to move on.
Anyway, up next, Matt Striker attempts to apologise to Elijah Burke. Elijah Burke ain't having it. Elijah Burke is like, you know what? You lost to one of those guys that debuted last week.
The Major Brothers.
No, I was trying not to say his name to try and make him look more pish. But Elijah Burke's basically no happy Striker lost, and then Elijah Burke says he has a match tonight against Brian Major, and that he wants Striker to come out and watch him and see how he gets the job done. And then Elijah Burke, to his credit, he does get the job done. He beats Brian Major. You know,
Still took a wee bit longer than what it should.
The Major brothers, they win on their debut, but then they lose the following week. I mean, it's...
Didn't expect them to win anytime.
When you're debuting a tag team on ECW that has no tag belts, I mean, really, where's this going?
Exactly.
Unless the whole gimmick is put them in ECW, get a couple of wins, and then move them to Raw SmackDown. But at the same time, there's no real tag teams for them to feud with.
I mean, the FBI are just non-existent.
Where is that Tony Mamelook guy?
I know.
He's probably gone. I think it'd be cool to actually do a video. Maybe we'll do this. We'll do a video from the guys that were actually signed from ECW One Night Stand 2006, and then see who lasted longest. I think that'd be a cool video today.
That'll be Dreamer.
Oh, no, but see who was first to go, and then second to go, and third to go.
No, true.
Although finding all that information might be difficult.
And a pain in the arse.
Anyway, speaking of pain in the arse, up next with Kevin Thorne. He's getting his tarot cards read. This feels like this is like 9 months out of date. I feel like we've already seen this shit. He says that his future's not in the cards, his future's not in the new breed, but his future's is in... The futures is in fresh blood. I mean, that was not bad, but I think it would have been better if there was some announcer backstage.
It's just like, so you've just wasted 5 months in this fucking faction then?
Yeah, so 1 minute you're trying to fit into a group, then the next minute you're the deadly vampire that wants blood. It doesn't really make much sense to me, you know what I mean? Like,
nothing does, buddy.
I just don't see it. The guy was never the right fit. He shouldn't have been in it. And it feels like it just feels like it feels like they're just having to restart the guy. It doesn't really work.
And it feels like modern WWE when there's a stop-start.
Yeah. And, I mean, it doesn't work. It doesn't help the fact that we've seen him lose about 10 matches in the past, 4 months. So, at least at the start, see when you see him reading the cards and he's standing outside the arenas and he's spitting the blood in the camera, he's like, oh, fuck, this guy's undefeated. This guy's a monster. Now we're looking at him and go,
Was there not a point where he was undefeated and he was going into this match? It was no more contendership or something? I can't remember. Remember they were hyping up, this guy's undefeated and all? No.
He was undefeated going into the match against Punk. It was a qualifier for the
yes, that was it.
Chamber.
Anyway, though, main event time. 3-on-1.
Then he lost 3 weeks in a row. And one of them was to Dreamer. And when you lose to Dreamer, that's when you know you're fucked. So then we have a 3-on-1 handicap match. RVD versus McMahon. McMahon doing some crazy dancing tonight. Don't really know why. He's come to the ring. He's staying this swagger. Probably because he's McMahon. He wants to rip the piss out of ECW.
That's exactly.
What other reason does he need? Then we have the 3-on-1 match. RVD, got a wee bit of offense towards the end, but it wasn't enough. Umaga with a big Samoan spike, big splash. McMahon comes in, goes for the pin, can't pin the guy's shoulders. He's purposely lifting RVD's shoulders off the mat. The referee has to break the pin and say, look, McMahon, his fucking shoulders are not doing.
I know, what's he doing?
Why can't he just come in and hook your leg? He's like fucking trying to cradle him up as if he's going to give him a big massive hug or something.
He's a wee baby.
Mr. McNonce. So, I don't know what happened here, but McMahon wins. It looks like they go beat down RVD after the match.
And then they run away for Dreamer and Sandman.
Dreamer and Sabu.
Was it Sabu?
Yeah, Sabu. Sandman got smashed by Snitsky earlier, so...
I'm surprised Sabu's even let in, though.
So...
McMahon's problem with the Afghanistan.
I mean, to me, would it not look better had they came down with weapons or something, maybe got a wee bit of offense, and then Umaga took them out? Double Samoan spike.
I know, I don't know what they're going for here.
See having Sabu and Dreamer come out and the McMahons and Umaga are backing away for them.
I know.
Unless it was leading to a 6-man tag the next week, which...
It could, for the ECW champ.
Well, I think we know it's not like, but I mean, that's probably how I would have booked it. Like.
It's not.
Or what about next week, have a Umaga versus Sabu and Dreamer handicap match? Extreme Rules?
Yeah.
Something like that could have worked. But no, we don't get that. Next week
it was much worse than last week, I think. We gave, what, a 7?
Aye, well, no giving this a 7.
I'll give it a 4. But I tell you what, McMahon has improved the show.
Yeah, he can. McMahon would improve any show. I mean, it's done and it's dead looking as McMahon is in 2021. You stick him on Raw and SmackDown every week and the show would improve.
I'd check out the clips of McMahon.
Do you know what I mean? So there you go. No, I mean, I like this show. I think I'll get a 5.
I think 4.5, mate.
4.5. I mean, I thought I like the Bobby Lashley Estrada thing at the start. I mean, that was unique. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
Kind of seen it last week, but I get your point.
I know, I get it, like, but you know, it was kind of cool.
I like that. But I feel like the spot last week was better.
You know, McMahon getting the pep talk backstage, decent promo. You got the new breed seems to be falling out. I mean, you've got shit happening. You know what I mean? The handicap match for the ECW World Title. You've got stuff happening. So, I mean, yeah, I would say the ECW's improved. I think it's definitely improved over the last couple of weeks with, you know, McMahon being on the show and stuff like that. I think there was a period where I'd say there was a good period between Elimination Chamber and WrestleMania where Stephen Van Heyman left to, like, when the WrestleMania, like, there was nothing happening, but obviously McMahon being involved seems to be improving slightly. So there you go, 4.5, no bad. We'll catch you next time, guys. Till then, though, peace.